with the same team that kicked it off on Monday, because I think they are the talk of the NFL right now. And what they're doing. The Miami Dolphins and their great comeback win against the Baltimore Ravens. And, of course, the Twitter sphere is going crazy with you because of what you have said about Tua in the past.
Right.
Not really jumping on board with his arm strength and the way he sees the field.
And then Big Cat over at Barstool,
yes.
he's always
not
giving
making
me crap.
things better.
No, well, he's my buddy, but he likes to give me crap, and he knows he's adding the pressure on me by saying this. So up yours, Big Cat, okay? Up yours.
So you took a closer look here.
Right.
There was hidden treasure in what Tua actually did. Where does Tua get credit? Where does the Ravens defense get blame? You looked at the tape. You looked closer at Tua.
Right.
After doing that, what's your gut telling you?
Well, my gut tells me, we should be impressed by what we saw. There was a lot to like about the performance, 100%.
Of all-time Tua games, where does it rank?
The best game he's ever played, ever. There's no doubt. And again, listen, I hope we've done a good job to tell everybody how good we think their team is, right? Right? And, the coach is very creative. It's the most creative offense they've had. But, I know that's going to sound like I'm trying to qualify something here, but I'm not. I'm saying that it's giving opportunities to Tua, so that, of course, is making him look better, just like we talk about just about any quarterback. You got to have that to a degree. And then I think the other thing, too, is where, it's cool is, the game got away from them. He had to push the envelope a little bit with, okay, we got to start making some stuff happen, and showed me that he could do that. Was aggressive with some mindset. Third downs throughout the game were a big thing. I mean, he made some big plays on third downs and put the ball in some areas where I went, okay, Tua, you continue to do this. I'll start being a believer and join Tua on as well. So that's what was cool. But
you've applied?
No, I have not applied yet. I'm not applying yet. But I'm definitely was impressed with what I saw, and just overall their attack and their team, just like we talked about week one, it's very impressive, and they really can stress you out.
So what is it about it? What was better in this game than you have seen Tua do in the past?
Well,
outside of those things you mentioned there, but you also mentioned some of his quick release ability.
Yes, no doubt about it. I think that's the other thing, too. Hey, listen, life gets made easy for him, too, because of McDaniels and their ability to draw up plays to get, hey, here's a ball to Tyreek in the flat real quick, or Waddle here real quick. And they're so lightning fast, it's unbelievable. Where they can catch a ball for 2 or 3, and you go, well, shit, they just got 15 yards. I just showed you a play, right, before we started the podcast, just going, this is the other thing that kills you and then makes you have to play a different defense, because they throw this and you think, well, it's only a 1-yard pass, but then they get 12 or 15 yards. But the thing where I will give Tua credit with that stuff, too, is he has an ability, and I've used this before, like a point guard, to dish it out in a hurry. He can flick the ball out there. He does have a quick release and can get the ball out of his hands very, very, very quickly, and and doesn't need to wind up all the time on those type of throws. And that's what I meant by flick. There was a few plays even too where he just, looking downfield, doesn't like what he sees, and he throws a ball to the flare route to the running back or somebody in the flat, and just can, and I wish people could watch here, just look down and just, it looks like he's just throwing a dart real quick. And there is some talent and some usefulness to that, to get the guy, the ball in space. Now, he got it to me quick, and now I can make a guy miss and get upfield and make something happen.
And on Twitter, all the plays that people see are the
2 plays.
The 2 plays. Tyreek was open. He's not going to get a whole lot of credit. I don't think he got a whole lot of credit on our podcast for those. Although you do see some quarterbacks overthrow a guy or still miss it. You're like, how did he miss that guy? He was wide open.
My big thing with those is just like, those are great. That's great. I don't see, those are the plays that I'm not going to necessarily just go, oh my gosh, Tua. I'm not. I'm going to go, damn, that was some stupid shit the Ravens did, and good job by him just hitting the throw. There's no question about that. But yeah, those were to me some of the least impressive plays of the day, if that can say that. I expect him to hit. If he doesn't hit some of that, I go, oh crap, we got major problems. Like, we need to go to Teddy Bridgewater. So those were good. It's some of the other plays he makes. It's Gesicki down the middle at 28-7, and they got 9 guys dropping in coverage, and he's patient, and then really nobody's open, and he throws a ball 25 yards down the middle of the field and throws it high up in the air to where Gesicki, like an alley-oop pass, like Steph Curry full court alley-oop pass, and puts it in the spot where there was a guy in front of Gesicki. They kind of had it covered. The guy in front of him, he didn't even fully jump because he's like, wait, is somebody behind me? Or that ball's going out of bounds. And it was perfect because Gesicki's tall, long. So those are the plays that I looked at to go, okay, Yeah, Tua, here we go. Let me see what you got.
He might be gaining confidence because you noted a couple times in your note that the Ravens did force him to make the decision. Are you going to try to fit this into a tight window?
They did. They did.
And he took those risks.
He did take those risks, and of course paid for it early in the game. But this is where I give him credit. Is he didn't back away from it. He didn't go, well, I've thrown 2 interceptions here, and then we're done 28-7, so I'm just going to check it down. You've heard me complain about other quarterbacks like that. He was going to go down swinging, and I love that. I love that he did that. He wasn't worried about it. Okay, I got to throw a out route between the corner and the safety here. Okay, I'm going to put it in the spot here and give him a chance, and he did that. And it was those little things and the third downs, like I talked about, that help them win the football game and get to the point where now they can screw up the defense and Tyreek Hill can be wide open down the field.
Is Mike McDaniel a perfect coach for this team? The way it's constructed, the speed. What do they do?
Well, the run game is extremely well designed, right? So you have to respect it. Even though you go, well, their offensive line's not great yet and they're not killing people, they run the right plays and the right looks, and they know they're well coached through Shanahan and all of that, we got to respect it. We got to get a guy down here to help out and stop it. So then he plays off of that, and he's got RPOs where, hey, there's too many guys in the box. Okay, boom, fake that little run, throw it out here to Tyreek and Waddle, and we like our numbers out here with a receiver or 2 blocking for you. And now they get upfield, and you go, well, shit, it was a run play, and they got 15 yards because, you had to overcommit to stop the run play, and he throws it out there and does that. That's where they're really good. So he's stressing you out, and I think I wrote this at some point where it's just like the run game, the movement, and then these quick passes that become, like significant gains, and then the occasional shot, because now you start to go, well, we got to take away some of these easy, underneath throws or whatever that are getting 12 and 15 yards and killing us, and then that leaves some opportunities to throw some aggressive balls down the field. So he has found the formula to stress people out, and like I said, he's creative, and then along with the talent,
right.
They're going to be a pain in the ass for a lot of people.
You love that speed; it stood out to you, but also that fullback, Alec Ingold, effing people up. So they do have some power there.
They do. That's what I mean. You got to respect it. And then also Mostert. I mean, when they have Mostert on the field with Gesicki and Waddle and Tyreek Hill, and then whoever you want to put in there as the third receiver, Cedric Wilson, whatever, you just go, man. I mean, it's one of those things that I said to Pete in the pre-meeting where you go, sometimes you go, are they in fast forward, or is this real here? Did I put it like times 0.5 speed here in this, and you just go, my gosh, they are so fast, and that's where they really stressed the Ravens defense out, and finally got the Ravens into a point where they had to take some chances later in the game and screwed some things up, and that led to some big plays by Tua in the offense as well.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.